What's up, Crypto Nation? Welcome to Bite Size Bitcoin and B90X Bitcoin 90-day challenge. Today we are on day 54. On the last two B90Xs, we talked about good product design is understandable and good product design is unobtrusive. Today we're going to be talking about good product design is honest. And we want to translate that to a blockchain design life. So let's get right into it, guys. Here we go.
B90X. Bring it! Bring it! This is the act!
A well-designed product is honest. An honest product does not necessarily make the product more innovative, powerful, or valuable than it really is. It does not attempt to manipulate the consumer with promises that cannot be kept. Great products are completely honest about their capabilities and their features and functions. Likewise, a well-crafted blockchain design life is honest. There's no pretense. We are exactly who we say we are. I've personally found that being honest to others isn't hard. It's easy for me to be honest. As a trained scientist, it's very much in my blood. It's either black or white, A or B. 2 + 2 is 4. It's easy to be honest because as a scientist, I'm constantly running experiments to understand my faulty logic or to invalidate the hypotheses I've created. I need to be honest, I need to be open, and I need to be transparent. It's easy for me to be honest with others. However, as you guys probably well know, it's harder to be honest with yourself. And especially I struggle with that as well. The reason we lie to ourselves is something called cognitive dissonance. We experience cognitive dissonance when we have an uncomfortable tension between who we believe we are and how we are behaving. Let me say that again. We experience cognitive dissonance when we have an uncomfortable tension between who we believe we are and how we behave or how we present ourselves to others. While it's sometimes easy to catch yourself in the moment, it's hard to change directions once you're in it. Especially if we're talking to someone and we're communicating, we're having a conversation, and then suddenly the persona or the presentation version of us comes out. And then we realize, oh, it's not really me. That's not who I am, but I'm presenting something. I'm presenting a persona of who I am. And in the middle of that conversation, it's hard to back out. You keep on going, you keep on presenting that version of yourself to them, and at the end of the conversation, you feel uncomfortable. You went far beyond who you truly are, and in many ways, you weren't true to yourself. I find that the most revealing way to know whether you're being honest with yourself is when we feel resentment. Resentment is one of the most powerful emotions given to us by our biology. Let's say you're hanging out with a group of people. You're having some fun conversations, and then one of the people in that group digs into you a little bit. Maybe jokes about something about your appearance, or jokes about the car you drive, or jokes about your work, or jokes about your job, or something like that. And you take a little bit of an offense, but you let it slide. You keep conversing with this group of people, and because you've let that previous dig slide, the behavior patterns of the group feel that it's okay to continue to dig into you. And maybe a little bit later, they dig into you a little bit more. Now, you've already set up the precedent within the behavioral structure of that group that it's okay for them to dig into you. The problem is your response to them was passivity. And so they're going to dig into you again. You're going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but you're going to let it slide. You're going to project that, hey, I'm okay, not a big deal. Ha ha ha. It's okay, no worries. They can dig into me. Now, the conversation is done. You go home. And guess what? You have a feeling of resentment. You know where that resentment is coming from? It's cognitive dissonance. You did not present the truest form of you. You allowed people to dig into you. You allowed people to make fun of you, and you have that resentment. And questions come up in your mind like, oh, why did I let them say that to me? Why did I let them do that to me? Why did I allow them to stomp all over me? These feelings of resentment are powerful feelings that tell you that you weren't presenting the truest form of yourself. Resentment means that you haven't embraced your shadow, as Carl Jung would say. Carl Jung spent a lot of time in philosophy thinking about how we as people have to deal with our shadow, or the projected version of ourselves. When we have ourselves and we have a shadow, the problem is there's often conflict between those, who I truly am and who I present myself to be. We want those two things to be the same. We want you to be true to yourself all the time. There are many ways in which we lie to ourselves. Let me just give you 6. Number 1, ignorance. We lie to ourselves when it comes to ignorance. We shoo away feedback. We say, I don't need to understand that. That's not a big deal. We're lying to ourselves. Maybe that feedback that we need to hear. By ignoring or being ignorant of other outside influences in our lives that could help shape our lives for the positive, we need to take that in. We need to consume it. We need to digest it. And we need to think about it. Number 2, denial of reality. This is very common. For many people stuck in tough situations, one of the biggest ways of rationalizing the reasons why we're in that situation is we deny reality. We say, that's not going to affect me. That's not something I need to worry about. I can get over it. I can control that emotion. I can control that behavior pattern. I got this, guys. No, you don't got it. You're still struggling. Denial of reality is one of the biggest ways that we constantly fool ourselves into believing we understand something in which many ways we don't. Number 3, self-handicapping. In many ways, we handicap ourselves. We don't believe that our abilities or our skills can get us through, or our abilities and skills can help us finish a project, or we downplay our ability to do great work. Don't fall into that trap. You are far more capable and able than you think. Number 4, projection of a persona. Now, we just spent a little bit of time talking about this, but it's one of the biggest ways that we deceive ourselves. We project a persona that we believe people want to see. We project a persona that we think people will be comfortable with. You're lying to yourself. You're going to go home after those engagements, those conversations, and you're going to feel resentment. Why wasn't I truly who I was supposed to be? Why didn't I speak up at this moment? Why didn't I say that? These emotions are very powerful. We're going to be talking a lot more later in B90X about your persona and how to be truer to yourself, but we'll just leave this one here for now. Number 5, overconfidence. Now, in the YouTube world, it's easy to sound overconfident. It's easy to sound like you're an expert. Hell, I've met so many people that say that they're experts when I realize that looking back at their history or their LinkedIn profile, they're really not. They're just people that have an opinion, but they play it off like they actually know what's up. That's okay. Do your diligence. Make sure that you research those people. But for us personally, we often sometimes get into overconfidence mode. And this can get us in a lot of trouble, especially if we're overconfident and we're talking about something. I always promise my viewers that I will always be fair. Not objective, but fair. And for me, I have no problem telling people that, hey, I don't know everything. I certainly don't. There's so much that I can learn, so many areas of my life that I can improve upon. Number 6, reducing our desire because of failure. In Aesop's fable of the fox who was trying to get some grapes, the problem with the fox is he could never get the grapes. And what he ended up resolving to himself is he didn't really want those sour grapes all that much. He really didn't want them. When we reduce our desire because of failure, that puts us in tough spots. We never learn. We never learn to persevere. We never learn what it means to have grit and go through things. And we excuse ourselves in saying, well, I tried that, didn't work out, I didn't really want it that much. Well, maybe you did. Maybe you're just lying to yourself and you gave up too early. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on yourself. And that's why we built the B90X program, to help you come into this game, this cryptocurrency game, so that you can have a well-crafted blockchain design life for the long term. In today's B90X, we'd love to keep you accountable. Where are you lying to yourself today? Be transparent. Be honest. We're here to help each other learn and grow. And that's the point. We want to keep you accountable. We want to help you learn better personal responsibility so that you can improve your life. So let us know in the thread below in thebitcoin.pub. Write down, where are you lying to yourself? Where are areas that you need to improve that you've rationalized away? The more honest you are, the more feedback we can give you. And in many ways, just by writing it down, it makes those areas cognizant in your brain. And you start thinking, These are the ways I lie to myself. These are the pitfalls and traps that I fall into. I want to change these aspects of my life. And so merely writing them down can be a great first start. I hope today's B90X Day 54 has been helpful to you guys. There's so many ways that our mind tries to trick us, and there's so many ways our mind tries to lie to us out of becoming the full person that we can be and living to the full potential that we could have. And so write it down. Let us know in the bitcoin.pub. We'd love to give you feedback. As always, we have to thank our October patron saints for making this content possible. Our October patron saints this month are Kexcoin, Spectre, and Cobenhood. And if you'd like more information, you can find that in the show notes below. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, what's up? If you enjoyed this video and you're new here, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. But wait, there's more. We love building stuff. We want to build more, and we want to build it bigger, and we want to build it faster. And we need your help to do it. Our patron subscribers, our pub crawlers, our crypto pirates, and our cryptonauts are helping us build even more of the content that you love and enjoy. And we want to build even more. As a patron subscriber, you get behind the scenes access of news, information, and events that only subscribers have access to, as well as you get to have your direct hand in helping us build better guides, tutorials, walkthroughs, and mobile apps like Android and iOS apps for the Crypto Nation. Plus, you get to call yourself a crypto pirate or a cryptonaut. What's better than that? If you're interested in helping us build this spaceship, I'd love for you to consider becoming a patron subscriber at patreon.com/pub. You can click this link over here to find out more information on that. Thanks so much again for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys either on the spaceship or in the Bitcoin pub. Thanks again, guys. We are going to the moon.